Hey, welcome to our episode of Chad's Beer Reviews, doing yet another iteration of the Hardywood Christmas Gingerbread Beer. This is Kentucky Christmas Morning Imperial Milk Stout, aged in Kentucky bourbon barrels with ginger, vanilla, honey, cinnamon, and coffee added. 11.6 ABV, only a 12-ounce bottle, 40 SRM, 55 IBUs. You know, there's just so many flavors going on here, or aromas, I should say. Yeah, to me, it seems to be honey, cinnamon, the most prominent. Bourbon is more of a background essence. It's not quite up front. 11.6 ABV. I mean, yeah, it definitely smells like a pretty strong beer, but nice, clean alcohol, no fusel. By the way, I forgot to mention the pour, but I mean, it pours too, as you can see, a very, very dark brown, and initially foams up to, the head came up to the rim of the glass, but it's not surprising that it dissipated. Also, you can see the legs on the glass there. So let's see what Kentucky Christmas Morning. Either we're a month late or 11 months early to Christmas. So happy Christmas, everybody. Cheers. Yes, a lot going on here. Wow, I don't even know where to start. I mean, let me close this out. Honey, yes. Honey, I think, is probably the most prominent. The honey and that cinnamon and that ginger, I think those are the three most prominent flavors. So yeah, it's quite sweet. I mean, plus you have the bourbon barrel aging, plus actual vanilla. Yeah, so I mean, it's not enough that you have vanilla from the bourbon and like the bourbon or the barrel character, so they actually add vanilla on top of that. Oddly enough, I do not get that much coffee. Yeah, it's funny because a lot of imperial stouts, like take like Kentucky or Founders KBS. I mean, that's imperial stout with chocolate and coffee, and you tend to get both of those in the flavor plus the bourbon. This one, I mean, has so much other stuff going on that the coffee kind of takes a back seat. Like I said, to me, it seems like the honey, the ginger, the cinnamon, the vanilla are most prominent. Is there a flavor that I forgot? Plus, the bourbon barrel character. So, I mean, you have not only bourbon, but you have the wood, which also enhances vanilla. And then the coffee is, coming in last place here. Is it sweet? Yes, it's sweet. Is it cloying? I don't think I'd go as far as to say cloying. It's a nice amount of sweetness without it being like sugary, if that makes sense, or like where it seems fake or inauthentic or anything. Oddly enough, this is not quite as thick and sticky as I thought it might be. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd say it's medium full to straight up full bodied. And then the carbonation, I probably put it about like medium to medium low. It is not quite, the motor oil that you might think it is. It strikes me as being just like a tad thinner. I mean, when you're using all these adjuncts tend to actually lighten body. All right, so just to recap, I'm getting pretty much every flavor that's listed on the bottle here, except for the coffee. The coffee is more in the aftertaste. Leaves an aftertaste of, so like, I'm getting like that pancakes kind of flavor. So, cinnamon, ginger, honey, vanilla, the bourbon barrel, the woodiness, which again enhances the vanilla. And then, coffee is just kind of like in a lingering. And it's not even like that prominent in the aftertaste. I think the ginger and cinnamon are actually stronger in the aftertaste. I think, it's a little obscured. So coffee was probably, I mean, based on how the ingredients are listed, I'm assuming coffee was like, the least ingredient. Like when, you see the nutritional facts on the back, it always goes from, most prominent ingredient to least used. I don't know. I'm just guessing that's what they're doing here, but who knows? Yeah, so I would like to see that coffee a little more intensified, or maybe remove some of these other flavors, like the cinnamon, whatever. But just so much going on here, really complex, robust palate. Sweet but not too sweet. Very, very drinkable for 11.6. Yes, it is. It's a pretty big beer. I was like I said, probably medium full, straight up full bodied. Very smooth, like gentle, warming alcohol. It is not, burning or refusal or anything like that. Just this is what you want a dessert beer to be, and for that it lives up to it. By the way, I got this on Tavour. Link in the description below. Use my code. You can get $10 off your first purchase and let them know I sent you. All right, so how to rate the Kentucky Christmas Morning. Yeah, this is really good. I think this is my favorite of all the variants. I don't think I'd go as far as say it's a full-on 5 out of 5, but this is a solid 4.5 out of 5, like a 9 out of 10. I could maybe even go 4.75. It's funny. I want to try like all 12 or 13 variants, or however many there are, and then come back and see which one really is the best. But yeah, I like this one a lot. The only reason I would not give this a 5 is because they mentioned coffee on here, and to me coffee is like so subtle that it's like barely noticeable, which is fine. But there's so much going on anyway. It's tasty enough. So, and I'm sure there's a variant with maple syrup on top of all these ingredients, so I want to try that too. All right, so I know I went really long. If you watched all the way in, you're awesome. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys real soon. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.